While President Trump is taking unprecedented steps to deport criminal illegals and make the country safer, Democrats, they're going out of their way to stop him. The socialist candidate for the mayor of Minneapolis, Omar Fattah, is now vowing to protect all illegals from what he calls the, quote, hostile Trump administration. Take a listen.
Day one, if you were elected, what would be some of your top 2-3 priorities for the city?
So that's a very good question. So the first I would say would be a hostile federal government with not only Donald Trump in office, but he has essentially a trifecta, both chambers of Congress and the Supreme Court. And a lot of our neighbors, especially our undocumented residents, are very concerned.
Here with more, DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. By the way, if he in fact does that, he's aiding and abetting in law-breaking, is he not? Just like the people that have been tipping off illegals that ICE agents are in the area, they can get arrested for that, can't they?
Absolutely, Sean, and he should face consequences if he does take that kind of action if he's elected mayor of Minneapolis. These individuals that are in our country undocumented, they're breaking our laws, and that is what I find so astounding by so many of these leaders in these sanctuary cities and in these sanctuary states, is that they're willingly encouraging and protecting people who break our laws. In fact, we've heard congresswomen call our ICE agents terrorist organizations, attack them, people doxing them, jeopardizing their safety and their families. These individuals, we send them and elect them to go to Congress to make the law. They literally spend their lives and their jobs and their profession is to make the law, and then they're encouraging people to break the law. So I don't understand why they even show up for work every day. They must think that their policies don't matter, that passing a bill doesn't have consequences, because they knowingly tell people to ignore our federal laws every single day.
So you have 10,000 openings. You're looking to hire 10,000 more ICE agents. You have already well over 100,000 applications?
We do. In fact, as of today, about 110,000 applications in less than 2 weeks. And that's what I find so encouraging, is it's clear the American people are behind President Trump and these officers. They have their backs, and they want to be a part of what's happening in this country by making it safe again. So despite what, the fake news says, despite what the liberals and the socialists and the Marxists are parroting every single day out in their communities and to their supporters, it's just not true. The American people are so happy, and they're excited about the fact that the rule of law is going to apply to everybody, and that Americans and citizens who follow the law should be prioritized, and that President Trump is doing exactly that. So to have that many applications means that we're going to hire the best of the best, and individuals who have experience can get qualified for their ICE badge as soon as possible and hit the streets so that they can make sure that these families get to live safely again.
And while the Democrats and the legacy media mob can refer to these prisons, which is what they are, and they're temporary because you're deporting them, as internment camps and concentration camps, in reality, you're arresting terrorists, known terrorists, murderers, rapists, other violent criminals, cartel members, gang members, and drug dealers. Right or wrong?
Absolutely. That is exactly who we're detaining, and the ICE detention standards are the highest in the country. The quality and the excellence to which we maintain a lot of these criminals and individuals is something that many states and local law enforcement agencies aren't able to qualify for. So we're grateful for the partnerships we've been able to build with local law enforcement and states who want to have these detention centers, want to help facilitate this kind of enforcement action. And we need to remember, Sean, that 70% of the people that we are incarcerating in these detention centers that we are bringing into detention have charges and criminal convictions against them. And that's not even counting those individuals like you referenced earlier in your show, those 2 individuals who were wanted for those murders in Mexico. That's not even in those 70%. So many of these individuals that we are picking up off our streets are wanted for violent crimes in other countries. And these other countries are wanting their criminals back so they can prosecute them and bring them, their families, some justice. So it's really amazing what President Trump has been able to do in just these first few months. And I'm just so proud to be a part of his administration, because he takes bold leadership action, and America is only going to benefit from it, and our families are going to have the ability to sleep in their beds peacefully again.
All right, Secretary Noem, great job. Keep up the good work. We appreciate all you're doing and all the work that ICE agents are doing every day. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.